do not use your main wallet for this. This is not audited. So this is like a complete disclaimer. Try it with a burner wallet and do not put more funds than you're willing to lose. Uh, I mean, hopefully nothing goes wrong, but we can't be certain until we get the audit. It's just
And
that
even
right
at the
now,
audit, guys, like just
of
remember
course,
Spark got an audit and like it's not there. So the one thing I can tell you, and you can read the docs, is I have done everything I know I can do to secure the contracts. Like that's the one thing I can tell you is if I've done it, I've asked. And that's all I can say I've done is my best effort. And then we're reaching out to other people to get their best efforts. So
for
that's
sure.
all I can give you is my very best honest effort. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for a long new Flare Forward episode. I know it's been a while. Whale and I have been cranking out some project work and stuff, and we're kind of super excited about the stuff we're going to share with you. First thing is we're going to share Apex. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's the product I built and launched with Whale here, and underneath the Flare Forward group. So Ace has a little bit of help. Thankfully, helped me get me here. So all of this is what we've been working on. Some of the stuff. So what we're doing here is kind of letting you guys see it. We have done our best at rigidly testing this product, making it safe, the smart contract safe. Now we've got it set up for an audit. And so if you guys like what you see, we've already shared a link. Why don't you go play with it? But if you like what you see, you can go contribute to the audit to help us secure the funds. We are going to be reaching out to Flare. We have a meeting set up with them. Again, this may or may not align with their overall vision and stuff, but regardless, I don't want to rely on Flare. If we can get some crowdfunding in this, show Flare that the community does want this project as well. It's not just something that I just made up and think it's going to be great. The community actually supports this project. So that would also obviously help them move that needle as well, guys. So what I'd love for you guys to do is come in and check it out. I wouldn't use my life savings. I'm going to spend some money in my own system, testing it, playing with it. That helps us get there because we collect a fee, but you can also directly donate in the site. So we got the contribute link here, and you can connect your wallet there for it, and send us some. And we're also going to do a QR code or just send directly to a wallet address. So that's what we're
Yeah,
looking at, guys. Got it?
I think that's important because somebody might not want to like connect their wallet for whatever, but they want to support it. So just a QR code that they can scan and send directly.
Yep, I'm gonna do that today. So that'll be on there shortly. But yes, so that's Apex. If you want to read about it, I've got a great doc section about it. Feel free. Basic beginning. It's really well done. I took some time and effort getting it together. So then we launch Apex. Very nice. I think it's very beautiful. So you got to connect your wallet. I'm gonna connect my wallet now. And this is going to be the dashboard, what you're going to see. And as you can see, like we're working out some stuff, keeping it running. Like degraded means it's still running, but it's not running as well because maybe we got an RPC issue and stuff. So you're going to see we're working through some stuff as you play around with it. It still works. Again, the smart contracts are audited and as safe as we can make them. So your funds are your funds. I got to make sure you understand that. Like I have no access to your funds. So at no way, shape, or form can I stop you from removing funds from the ecosystem.
Yeah,
Um,
it's very important.
And so here's the vault. Again, I think a lot of issues with trading, like for what Apex is it's a spot trading strategy. It goes, hey, when XRP hits $1.30, you know what? I'm gonna spend 10% of my collateral to buy me some XRP because I love that price. And when that goes up a certain percentage, I want to sell it, right? So it allows you to trigger spot trades back and forth or swing trade strategies. And then this vault allows you to understand like this one here. This is my core cash capital. It has $1,000, so it's bigger than the others. These don't have any funds in them, so the map kind of shows you. Again, I'm sorry I'm getting a little too detailed on it, but yeah, so this is the dashboard. The vault mapping is very interesting. Put a lot of time and effort into making this very understandable. And then we have our message center and trigger center. So if you wonder what's going on with all your strategies, we've got a spot for you to kind of have a quick glance of like what's up next, how far away are they, and that kind of stuff. And then your portfolio and that kind of net portfolio, profit and loss, number of vaults, just really good information. Now, the one thing it didn't talk about was one of the cool things we're doing with Apex is we're giving money back to our users. And what we're doing is 30% of what the keeper makes is going to be shared with the community in two ways. First way is referrals. So we've got a referral system built in that you share the wallet address and we're going to track it. And everybody who signs up under you and is active, again, if it doesn't work if you just get a bunch of people sign up. They've got to be active, right? The gamification is very nullified as best as possible. So make sure you read the instructions on how to get those referrals and what qualifies. But we give you 20% of revenue that's made in the system for referring people from all the referrals that you've generated, plus everybody else that's making money in the system. And then we have 10%, which we're going to use as part of like a gamification to encourage the use of the system. So super excited about, not our Flare rewards per se in this manner, but yield from sharing. I don't know. How would you call that, Whale? What was it? Passive income for just, enjoying a tool?
I don't know if that is considered passive income, but yeah, for sure. I mean, if you like the service and you recommend it and other people also like the service, then everybody wins.
All right. And so now let's just talk about how, the strategies, how easy, again, I want it to be super easy to deploy a strategy. So let's say I want to sell some FXRP. All right. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to find my FXRP. I know there's another issue I'm going to find here in a minute. All right. We ready to get back this. All right. So I'm going to select my FXRP and then I'm going to swap it into USDT0 right now. Again, you can get as creative as you want. But let's not be exotic. And the only thing I'm going to do, like, this is a nice stash of it. XRP I bought at discount when it was down to like 125. So I'm going to sell it as it climbs out. All right. And I'm going to sell, again, these are just the parameters I'm going to set when the price raises 5%. Again, I'm not in a rush to sell it. Again, this is for me, this you can do short trade. Again, the beauty is like we're only capturing 10 basis points. So you could do tighter trades for more frequency. That's just not what I'm trying to do right now. And then raise the floor. So when you sell it, let's say it bumps to 125. When you sell at 125, now the next floor is 10% above that or 5% above that. So that you're never going backwards with your sales, right? You're always going to sell higher and higher and higher. That's the goal is to try to make sure that.
Can you set the floor price at 0? I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah, what I'm thinking is that like if I have an LP and I have a 10% range, like FXRP and Flare.
Oh yeah, you could
some
money.
I think that there would be an interesting way to set it up, kind of like parallel with an LP, where if you have a range. If you have a range and you know that you're going to be bouncing back and forth, like I don't know. I think you could get creative between LPs and this by setting, because the problem with LPs is that you have a range, but there's no mechanism to push the price back. So if you have an LP and then you have a trading strategy that buys from the edges, you're in a way creating pressure inside that LP at the same time, which is something that is missing from like AMMs in general.
Oh, it breaks my heart that I would love for us to be able to hold yield on stablecoin, right? Because imagine that you could have $100,000 sitting in a system like this earning 3% on a stablecoin, right? And then also use that to keep it tighter, right? Oh, the CY token's going up. It hit this price. I'm going to buy it, and you're going to force it to go back, force it back down inside your LP range. Like you could do a lot of incredible stuff. You could do that anyways with the system. But if you had, the yield would make it more valuable for somebody to go, heck yeah, man, I'll let $100,000 sit there while I make 3% and then use it to make my other money work harder.
For sure.
So this isn't supposed to be here, so I got to get this guy out of here. But this is on the next screen, which is one of the things I love. It doesn't lock you into a value. So you don't have to say, spend this much. You can say, hey, check the vault balance and spend this percentage of the vault, which allows you to make your money stretch further, right? So as you're tumbling down, right, you're making all these buys, you're not zapping your entire collateral on each buy because you had a fixed price. So I really love the percentage base, and that's going to be one of the things I stick with a lot for sure.
One thing to note about the percentage base is that on the next trade, 25% is going to be less than the first trade.
Yes.
So that means that you will never run out of funds on that bolt, because then it's always going to be dividing by. You always have capital, which is another like rain decks. You can set up
Yep.
a similar, but then what happens is that if the price moves too quick, you run out of capital because then you're fully converted and then it ends up working kind of like an LP where you have like a range, but then if it keeps moving, you stop buying or you stop selling. So I think that this is brilliant.
Yeah, and then this is kind of cool. Like I said, this cell design, like there's one system that's designed to be completely autonomous, right? Which is a swing trade, and that tells you how many strategies you're going to be allowed to open and stuff like that. But it knows its one goal is sell back and forth. That's all it's going to do all day. The rest of these strategies, there are options for indefinite or fixed, right? And so you got a lot where it'll be like, hey, we're going to do this 5 times, or hey, we're going to do it indefinitely. And then there's these jump features. So we got a lot of barriers that allow you to put guards up to prevent that. Like, hey, we're going to wait between sells 1 hour, right? So it's the same thing for buys. You've got a cooldown time so that you do not chase that falling knife. You wait you wait an hour, maybe the price gone down another 10%, and then you're going to buy. Like, that's the beauty of like the tool giving you so much. It's like AI, but it's triggered AI, in my opinion, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
using
mean, the only problem is that if you have a 10% spread and then you wait for an hour, like that means that it would need to move like 20%, which I mean, it's possible, but it's not very often. So definitely need to like play with those settings.
Yeah, you got to find out what settings are best. I have no idea what are going to be the most optimal settings. Like these are
Correct.
just all the
Flexible.
variables.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's super.
flexibility.
Yeah, super flexible. Like you said, you could have somebody who wants to chase those really tight ones, and some people who are like this. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna come back in 6 months, type thing, right, and see what
Right.
happened. And you could set those parameters wide enough where you're going to capture some value. So I mean that's the thing. The design of Apex is everybody knows crypto goes up and down. Like that. There's not a question. So if you love the asset, then you want to try to capture that asset's volatility, which means when it
Right.
goes down, you have no problem buying it and holding it. If you have an asset that you bought and you're holding that you don't want to hold, well, then you're not trading correctly. I mean, you're already off to the wrong start.
For sure.
So, so that's that. Gonna go to continue, and then this was your beautiful page here, which is one last look at everything in a nice simple text format of where it's going, how it's set up, and then you can also edit it. So I don't have any FXRP, so I'm going to deposit some. You can do it from multiple different sections in here. All right. All right, so now I have my FXRP. I'm going to select the amount. For me, I'm going to sell about, what did I pump it to? Let's see, 5%. Yeah, so I'll sell 10% when it hits 5%.
So
And
then one thing that I see there is that like the trade size, you have it duplicate. What
yeah,
happens
yeah,
if you set
that's got
what
to be,
happens if you set up different settings? Like what happens then?
what do you mean by that? Oh, the other
Yeah,
one's
you
dead UI graphic. I'm going to remove that.
okay, yeah, because the other one you put 25, so I wonder what happens if you put 25 and 10%
Oh, no,
into place.
the other one's just a dead UI graphic. I got to
Okay,
pull it out.
okay.
And then so I've got the amount, and then we've got the vault I'm going to drop it back to is back in my collateral vault. Because again, I mean, the idea of this system is to allow you to create that like flywheel where maybe this trades into this trades into this, and when this profit hits all this, I can turn it back into my massive stable coin, which is the center core of all my trading, which is why I love the percentage style. It allows you to be capital efficient. And then the cool thing about Apex is if you've already signed the contract to create a vault, to create that vault, and you're using some of the same vaults, the signing is super easy. Now, the first strategy you ever deploy, you're probably going to sign like 6 or 8 strategies, right? But after that, if you're going to use similar vaults, you're just going to sign one, which is a strategy deployment. It's super simple after that. The first couple guys are going to suck. Can't help it. And so now I deploy that strategy, use strategy. And so now the anchor price is 141. The sell price is 148. We're going to do 5 positions and we're going to do 1% jumps and we're going to sell 10%. So then you got a little bar there, let you know it's live, and there it is, man. And
Beautiful.
there's that 200.
And
There's
then
the strategy.
how can you see your strategy?
So there's multiple ways to see the strategy. So each strategy is going to have one of these little lines to it, and then you can look at it and click on it, right? So click here, and I can see my strategy, and I can just go open strategy, open source vault, open target vault, all of it's right there.
Beautiful. So how can somebody test this?
Oh man, Apex Hammer. I'm on the wrong site. But let's put it in here. I'll put it on the we'll put it on the link too. Apex. There it is. .app.
Beautiful.
Boom. And then
Nice.
so again, like I said, you can use the system. It is working. There are going to be some bugs a part of the system. Again, my goal and the reason we launched it this way is because we need to crowdfund the money. And so there's a lot of different things in here. Feel free to check it out, play with it. We've got a contact us form. If you find a bug, you can upload a photo here or a video. We prefer Loon. And then you can send that to us and we'll also help us find any of the bugs that we may have missed. But absolutely, guys, looking forward to your help. We hope you love this. I do. I mean, I'm looking forward to using it, obviously. So I built it for myself. That was the original build. So
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've been making, it's like, how do I fix a problem for myself? And then when I fix that problem, I realize that other people also have that problem. And that's kind of how we've been approaching everything that we built on Flare Forward.
absolutely. So, well, guys, I
Beautiful.
hope you enjoy it, man. Well, you got anything you want to ask questions?
No, I need to test it out. I'm very curious about that, like LP, and then do this as a buying pressure on like on the other direction. And yeah, I mean, I love
I
it.
don't have
Thank you
any
so much.
CY tokens right there. Like, hopefully, I'll have them in the next couple days. I had to do some. I removed them from the graphic user interface because they weren't fully deployed correctly. So,
Beautiful.
but everything else works. Like the main tokens all work. FXRP, Flare, all the main tokens.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you, Steven. Congratulations, man. This is beautiful. I will check it out and hopefully we will get some feedback from people. Remember, guys, do not use your main wallet for this. This is not audited. So this is like a complete disclaimer. Try it with a burner wallet and do not put more funds than you're willing to lose. Uh, I mean, hopefully nothing goes wrong, but we can't be certain until we get the audit. It's just
And
that
even
right
after the
now,
audit, guys, like just
of
remember
course,
Spark got an audit and like it's not there. So the one thing I can tell you, and you can read the docs, is I have done everything I know I can do to secure the contracts. Like that's the one thing I can tell you is if I've done it, I've asked. And that's all I can say I've done is my best effort. And then we're reaching out to other people to get their best efforts. So
for
that's
sure.
all I can give you is my very best honest effort.
For sure. But yeah, your help will be highly appreciated. So thank you for checking it out and thank you for your support. And I will see you next time.